It's just
makes
me.
sense.
So does a cow not moo in Chinese?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
What do they do?
Well, I don't know. But like, because I used to read French books because I grew up... Welcome to the Question and Answer Show. Remember the time before we had Google and you had to work questions out for yourselves? That's what we do on this show. We get the questions sent in by you guys. We try and figure them out as best as we possibly can.
We succeed.
Well, we do most of the time.
Pretty much nail them every time. Go on.
Of course we
So
do.
you were saying?
We don't get given the questions beforehand, so it's just like the good old days where we've got to try and figure it out for ourselves. We've got 3 questions for you this week, and let's jump straight into it.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan.
This is Jimmy.
And this is Paul.
I'm relieved that you answered that because I was pulling a blank over here. So thank
Sure.
you. All right.
All right, the first question we've got has been sent in by Sam via email. Thanks, Sam. Why do clocks in cars never stay on time?
Excellent question,
Don't
because that
they?
is 100% true.
Really?
Oh yeah, like my I drive a Corolla. It's not old, like it's I don't know 2000. I guess it is old. It's 2008.
Well, clocks are old, so that shouldn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. But but no, it is always falling behind. Behind. It's always falling behind.
I didn't know this was a thing.
It's always super. It gets slow, right?
Is it just a cars thing? Is that what we thinking it is? It's just
I feel like it's there's a car situation.
I've been wondering why people kept thinking I was late all the time.
Have you? When's the last time you compared your watch to your? You don't wear a watch.
I just
your phone to your.
What about how Apple has now been able to dictate what time it is? Like it used to be. You remember when you used to have to ask each other what the time? Like, what have you got? What time have you got? Yeah. And then like you'd have a fight with like 10 people. 8 of them would be like, "Oh, it's 10:52."
You used to be able to ring up. You'd ring the number on.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
But then if you had 10 people, you'd all just sort of compare watches and then go with whatever the majority
closest,
was.
yeah.
But now Apple goes, no.
Well,
this is the time. And if it's like it could be dark, and Apple goes, nah, it's 2 in the afternoon. You go, okay.
Well, here's a story about that.
Sure.
Because I remember this would probably be about 10 years ago. I was working at JB actually, and most of the staff there were using their iPhones as their alarms to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And there was there was a year where Apple actually got the dates wrong for winding the clocks forward.
Yeah.
They stuffed
forward.
it up.
Yep, forward.
Yeah.
So they ended up about half the staff that day like waltzed in an hour late. Luckily at that time I was still using like some old like radio clock or whatever. So I was there on time, but about half the staff rocked up an hour late just because.
What
Apple...
a fail! When so many people rely on you for the time.
Yeah.
I reckon the sun wouldn't come up if if Apple said no.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they got great power.
So did we crack? No, wait, that was
we
the
haven't.
question.
We haven't gone anywhere
No, we
near
go
that
in.
question.
No, not even
No, because actually going back to cars, I've got a thought about it. Look, there are 2 paths I want to go down. So this is a bit of a choose your own
You
adventure.
should have said roads. We're talking cars.
Correct. There are 2 roads
Put you on a path.
I want to cruise down.
Okay.
There's a bit of a choose your own adventure. So one has got to do with time travel,
I'm going to pick this one.
and the other one has got to do with cars get turned off and on.
Nah, boring.
No, I like time travel.
All right,
I'm
time
liking
travel.
that.
Let's do it. Okay, so here's my time travel thought.
Get us.
This, I feel like I'm going to immediately disagree with.
Cars move. Right?
Yes, they do.
I agree.
But they move. They actually move pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, it's relative.
Correct. As is time.
Good.
Oh.
Yes.
Good.
Oh.
Well,
And-
technically space time, but go on.
Oh, don't start your space-time rubbish again. So I'm just thinking, because the car moves, maybe there's something in that, right? Because like time speeds up and slows down as
You
you're
think it's
moving.
relativity?
I think the laws of relativity are applying to our car clocks.
Okay.
If you were travelling at like
Like,
the
so I'm
speed of light,
fanging it
then
down the M7.
You're not going that
and
fast.
like I'm fanging
Yep.
it down the M7.
wondering why all of a sudden you're more massive at the same time as well.
And you know, just fractions of a second are slowly getting like
This is a good theory.
yeah, thank you.
Like, I love it.
Yeah. Though you think it's wrong, but you
Well, it's wrong because you would have to be going so fast for so long.
no,
Okay,
but maybe you're
what
going a little
about-
bit fast for a long time.
So you think it's Interstellar?
Yes.
yeah, I think in our cars we're doing such a micro time
Your science
travel.
is good, man.
Like a micro time travel.
Particularly-
that the clocks. That's why it's specific to cars. That's why.
But particularly if you are going in the opposite
Yeah.
direction where the Earth is spinning.
Oh, that won't make a difference to anything.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
Oh, I don't know.
well, I don't know. It's like
Nah,
it's
that
like
doesn't make a difference.
That's like a hamster in a wheel, isn't it? If
Yeah,
you
it
go in
is.
the opposite direction.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
What?
Well, if you can outrun it.
Like, because you're trying to go against the spinning of the world.
But you're spinning with the world, so it doesn't make a difference.
Not if you go in the opposite direction.
Okay. So is
that's
that
what
why every
Superman
time I
did, though.
jump, I land in a different place?
Yeah,
Because the
correct.
world's spun under me.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you've got 2 different length legs, but we don't need to go into that.
There's that too. I thought my big shoe was enough.
Superman did it once where he flew around the world. This is one of the old Supermans.
Yeah.
He flies around the world and spins it so
Hang
fast
on,
that
are
he
you going
winds
to
back
use
time.
as evidence for
Yep.
what we're saying? Is Superman did it once?
I believe it's a fair game.
Yeah, because
I
I'm thinking
agree.
and then Superman, he'd have all sorts of chaos issues with his watch.
Oh, he watched it'd be a problem.
He'd just,
Yeah.
that would be a real problem.
Yeah.
So that's my theory. If you guys can top that,
Pretty good. Could it be crap clocks? That's my whole theory.
Well, so
That's the weakest answer I think you've ever given us.
But clocks are such a primitive technology.
Not really primitive. I've said that exact quote on a different episode of something you said was primitive.
Yeah.
You
Calculators.
said calculators were primitive.
Maybe I just. I don't think I convinced you that they were by the end.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
did.
Anyway.
So you might be onto something there in the sense that it's relying on a car battery which is being started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped and therefore.
No, I don't think it
draining.
runs on the car battery. Doesn't it? Yeah, of
No,
course it does.
it's-
Yeah, it does.
Wait, when you disconnect
Was it run on
does
little
go out?
mice on a
No,
hamster
your
wheel?
radio. Are you talking about?
Just under the
But no,
bonnet.
does it, or is there a little battery in there to
No, no.
your computer? You turn your computer off, the clock stay there's another little battery on the motherboard
Yeah,
to run
that's
the
good.
clock.
A battery, yeah.
Is
Yeah, but the
there?
same thing in
Really? And
yeah.
that doesn't
So-
run out?
Oh, it does eventually, but it lasts forever because the clock takes no power.
Your car is run on a battery.
I
yes.
did
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
And that's
but
used
if
to then
you kill your
start and
battery,
stop.
if you kill your battery, does your dashboard clock die? If
Correct.
it's
Is that,
a-
hang on,
yeah, it does.
is that what
Does
your
it?
phone
Every
does
ti-
too?
What?
What's
No,
my-
Apple updates it gets the time from Apple some
Yeah.
magic way.
But what if I wasn't connected to the internet or to anything? Would it
And your
just-
battery died,
Yeah.
then
And I turn it back on, would the time be wrong?
you turn it back on with no Wi-Fi.
Correct. So, okay,
And
so,
you ran it
so
dead?
I've got it on airplane mode.
No, you probably still wouldn't because it's probably still got a battery on the motherboard, like a little
no.
little watch battery.
No.
It probably has something to hold power for ages.
No.
Good,
I put-
good counter
I
argument.
mean, I feel like you've convinced us.
yeah, you're
I
right.
pulled my phone apart to replace the battery. And there's no battery in
Could
there.
be like tiny.
You're both just repeating this. He's like, could be tiny. Nah. Could just be really small. Nah.
feel like I'm a toddler. No. No.
I feel like at the moment I'm winning this.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
we're,
your theory's
I think we're in
good.
the realms of relativity here.
So going back to the car battery thing, if you
Yeah.
disconnect your car battery because you have to change it or it dies or whatever,
Yeah.
you've then got to reset your clock. So
But
it is.
I
it is.
was wondering. I know that you do if it's on your car stereo because that one disconnects.
Yeah.
But even dashboard
Talking the
clock?
inbuilt
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, they're never easy to change either.
Oh no, they're not because you only do it.
How
So
Once
maybe,
in a blue
maybe
moon.
that's what it is. Every time you start your car, maybe it cuts the power. Like
So
in a
that was
tiny
my
little bit.
other road that you didn't want to go down.
I didn't want to, but I feel like that's more likely.
Wow, you
Maybe
got
it
some
cuts the
solid
power.
theories, sir.
Yeah, you got two theories straight up.
Yeah, thank
Maybe it
Thank you.
does a little stupid power thing to the battery, and the battery just for a second is like, okay.
And then it's like it's falling behind
I like
each
that.
time.
That's what I
I
reckon
like
it is.
that.
Because if it's true that your car battery, your car clock is lagging,
No, it is true.
it's definitely true.
Well, I mean, the one car that I drive, it always falls
So
behind.
100% of.
100% of my
That's
experience.
a good
I
sample.
mean,
Yeah.
that's my
Okay.
pull.
Great
So
sample.
that's what
size.
it is. It's
Yeah.
it's either Interstellar with
Which
Michael,
I want it to be. I do want it to be
Matthew.
Interstellar.
I drive
Matthew
very
McConaughey.
fast. Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, he's in Interstellar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I
I thought it was like
do kind of want it to
Sweet
be
Home
that.
Alabama or something. Was
No,
I
that
was
was
going
I
with
remember
that.
that one. Yeah. Or it's the battery.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
case
Cracked.
closed.
Done.
All right, we
Sorted.
go with the battery losing
Like just freaking out a little bit.
microseconds every
Yeah,
now
I
and
think
then.
that. I
Every
mean,
time
that-
you start the car, it
that's
just freaks me out,
boring, but
freak
it's
out.
probably
I
right.
think
Also
it's solid,
time,
though.
also time travel.
Yeah. All
Right,
right.
cool.
Mainly time travel.
Mainly time travel.
Yeah.
We got our
Mine
next
fly.
question sent in by Beck Pinkowicz. The question is, why is it when you repeat a word, it starts to sound ridiculous and nonsensical? Just say nonsensical.
This is a good question.
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical.
This is going to be a hard
Oh,
one
I
to
worked
crack.
out a word I can't say the other day.
That's true though. Does everyone agree with that? If
Yep.
you repeat the same word,
I've got one word. Okay.
particularly if it's got more than two syllables.
No, I've got one that's
I
a
reckon
one-syllable word.
one-syllable words can.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
go for it.
Moist.
No,
No,
we banned
that's
that
just
word
a,
already.
that's a dumb word.
And also,
you say it
Western
again.
English speakers have banned that, like just everywhere.
Exactly, because it
Hey,
sounds ridiculous.
What's
the
the
more
name
you say
of a
it.
word that sounds like what it is? Is that onomatopoeia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That sounds stupid.
those words always sound dumb because they're
splash.
just the noise.
Like splash or
Yeah,
whatever.
and if you keep saying them over and over again, you're literally just making the noise that
Why
word
do they
makes.
sound dumb?
Because
such a hard
those
question.
onomatopoeia words are different in each language. You ever see like your...
No,
Maybe
that
it's just
doesn't make
make...
sense.
Oh, so does a cow not moo in Chinese?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
What do they do?
Well, I don't know. But
Moo.
like, because I used to read French books because I grew up... You lost me there.
Paul's Chinese cows just...
Go on.
I can't. No, I can't. I've never heard a Chinese cow before.
You have now.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a Japanese one. I'm like, moo. Yeah. It's just similar.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, keep
I
going.
can't. I'm done.
I
Please
can't.
carry
We're
on.
tapping out here. Tapping
Yeah.
out.
You've heard of French cow?
No, but I'm
I've
about
never
to.
heard- I've never heard one.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, I used to read French books and
Oh, well, you know. What's a French cow sound like?
I'd never read a French cow sound.
Wait,
did
he
I?
read French books. He wasn't at a French farm.
But they don't
The cows
in
don't
French
sound
books.
this- yeah.
The cows are in every kid's book.
No, I don't think so.
It is moo.
Le mot.
Yeah. Go on. Anyway, yeah.
All right, so yeah, like each of the onomatopoeia is different in the languages.
That
but-
makes no sense to me, but I'll go with it.
yeah.
Well, because really, when you throw something in a pool, it doesn't sound like splash. Like,
But you can understand how the word splash
Like if
was
someone-
developed from the sound.
if I was
from-
behind you and I said splash, you wouldn't immediately think, "Oh, someone's thrown something into a pool." You
No,
go,
that's
"Oh,
true.
someone said a word
That's
behind."
true.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, if it comes up different in a different language.
Okay, so what
that's
other
fine.
words then are ridiculous and nonsensical?
It's just no, but it's about the repeating them.
So it's
Yeah, I
repeating
feel like it's
Repeating them.
almost every word.
Any
becomes
word doesn't matter what
ridiculous.
word it is. If you just repeat it enough times, it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
So why then?
Well, because words are just noises,
Okay.
essentially. Like a word is just a noise.
Yeah.
Do you start second guessing yourself when you start
Yeah, that's
repeating?
what I think. I think once you start, because have you ever been in the situation where you've said a word and then you're not sure if you said it correctly, and then all of a sudden it just sounds like gibberish? Like you
Yeah,
just-
yeah. But why? Is it because the first time you hear it, you don't hear the noise, you hear like the meaning or whatever.
What's
But
a-
eventually you start to lose that and you're just hearing the noise.
Okay, well, what's a dumb word that people use that's just a dumb word? Like, I'm just trying to think of words that get used that are just like,
Literally.
no, but like words like
Yeah.
like hyperbole. Like that's a dumb
That's a
word.
stupid word.
Like
Don't use that.
hyperbole.
That's going to sound stupid.
But
Wait,
that sounds dumb the first time I said it.
Have you
Yeah.
heard it pronounced hyperbole?
Oh, well, only if I'm the Australian Prime Minister.
That's the best.
Reading off a card,
Yeah.
my speech that someone else
Look,
wrote.
with such hyperbole.
Yes.
Oh, great.
But you know
Yeah.
what? That makes more sense.
It does.
Hyperbole's dumb.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
He's hyperbole.
It sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Hyperbole.
Any of those words where you
Yeah.
like do like silly things where you like the e that's on the end. I like just the pronunciation of English words is just dumb. Like in
Okay,
general.
look, that's true.
So you think you're starting to overthink it is where it's going.
It must be that you lose the like whenever you hear a word, you don't think about the sound of the word, right? You think about the meaning
yeah.
and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So it's got to be that the more it's repeated, you're not thinking about the meaning anymore.
Yeah,
you're
you're
just hearing like a bunch of noises.
You're locking into the sound.
Into the sound
And then the
itself.
noise and then it's just a noise.
and noise.
And then it's just weird.
Now it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, because like when you hear someone speaking another language, that essentially is just noise, and that does sound weird.
it just sounds so
because
weird.
because you can't decipher it. So
What
it's
is
just
weird is when
noises.
if you know someone who
It's like Chinese cows.
Yeah, like Chinese cows. Like they sound a little bit like normal cows, but hang on, maybe they're not.
I don't think they. I think that's the same.
Well, they
English-
are normal cows.
English
They're just
is a-
cows that live in a different country.
English is a pretty like weird language. When you look at the way the words are spelt and the words that we use, if you start to break it down, it is weird. All our rules and regulations
Oh,
on how we
it's-
spell
Oh,
words.
it's
Dude,
stupid.
if you try and teach spelling rules, it's you teach a rule like I don't know, like
Except for.
I before E except after
Yeah,
C,
yeah.
and then, except for the following 15 words.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's because technically
But
that's because you
what's-
only said half the rhyme.
But why is there a rule?
What's the rest of the rhyme?
So
Why are
the
there
actual
exceptions?
rhyme
Yeah.
is I before E except after C when the sound is E. So like weight, height, that doesn't actually count because the sound is in
Yeah,
E.
see, that's what I mean. It's all.
But even then,
no.
Yes.
What
That's
about
the
there?
actual-
What
You
about
actually
there?
paid
no, the
attention?
sound is an E in there.
Except when it sounds like E.
So it's no. So I before E except after C when the sound is E. But people don't say that last bit of the rhyme. They forgot
yeah,
that
but
bit.
that's fine. But we've got words that are
we
spelled the
just dropped
same
that.
and pronounced differently.
What?
Yeah, that's true. That's
We've got
true.
read
Also,
and read.
Also, yeah,
Spell read for me. He read a book.
yeah, you're right.
Spell
But
read for me.
hang on,
He reads a book.
But even with the I before E thing, even then when you do the whole rhyme, words like protein.
Yeah, that's
seeds,
what I mean. There's a
still doesn't work.
million. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you shouldn't be allowed to say a rule.
Yeah.
Well, the whole fact that if there are more than like 3 exceptions to a rule, it's not a rule.
Well, it's not a rule once
Well,
you
it's
have
like,
one exception.
It's like going and playing football and like, all right, look, guys, you can't throw the ball forward except
if you want to.
when the sun's on your right hand shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it would be a good rule though.
You're pretty passionate about this. Is this
Yeah,
just
he
because you're a
is.
teacher?
because I was a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you,
'Cause you
do you
say to
preface
kids-
that when you say, kids, this is dumb? However,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear about
No,
it.
well, I just say like, I teach them the rules and I say, look, there are a million exceptions to the rules and it's ridiculous. So a lot of it's just going to be visual knowledge.
Yeah.
It's just rote learning. Look at the
Just
word. learn the-
remember it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, like
And you should be grateful that English is your first language. Because imagine trying to learn
like
that
the
as a
word
second
friend.
language.
Like, do we really need to put an I in the word
We
friend?
don't need that in there.
I mean, what's the point?
This does not help anyone.
Why put an I there? Tell me what the I does.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't have done it. I mean,
So who did
no one asked me.
Huh?
I feel like they should have
But
consulted
I'll tell you what, every day I'm saying fry your friend, just to remind them.
Okay.
Fry your friend, put an I
Yeah,
in.
it's terrible advice, but
Yeah.
No, they spell friend correctly when I say it.
So I
Yeah, but
reckon.
that's to burn a couple of people.
What about Wednesday? Oh, give me a break.
What about
Wednesday.
people that pronounce it with the D in there when they go weddings? That one kills me.
All right, let's
we're-
answer the question. All
So
right.
we think it's just purely because the more you repeat it,
Yeah.
any word,
Any word doesn't matter
it's,
which one.
it's just because you start to focus on the word structure, the
combination
sound
of
of it,
sound.
The moment you've got the loss of meaning,
Yeah.
you're just dealing with sound.
and you realise how ridiculous the English language is, and you get pissed off about it.
That's what it
Happy?
is.
Cool. Let's
All
go.
right.
All right,
Next.
we've got our next question, and this is on Instagram at adsmess. ADSMESS.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Adsmess.
Well, how else would you
How
pronounce
else
it?
would you?
Well, see, again,
You know, you're pronouncing it stupid. It would be adsmess.
Yeah.
Why are you struggling on that?
Yeah.
because the more I say it, the more ridiculous it's and nonsensical it
Say
starts
it,
to
say it
sound.
again.
It
You
doesn't
get
have
wrong.
7 S's. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he's hanging on to that S
Wait,
for a
I
while.
said
isn't
Harry.
he?
I don't want to let it go.
Okay.
All right, Adsmess wants to know, can anything be ulterior other than motives? So you've heard the phrase
Yeah,
ulterior
ulterior
motives.
Yeah,
motives.
so this just
Yeah,
means,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I'm yes.
Have you got an
Well, hang
ulterior
on,
to
I've
that?
never heard it used other.
Well,
any
hang on.
other
Well,
way.
ulterior means, so you got anterior and ulterior, right? They're like opposites.
Are they?
Are they?
So anterior is outside, ulterior is inside. Is that right?
You're asking the question. Steve.
Oh, sorry.
So
So ulterior
I don't know.
motives.
I don't know what
I've
ulterior.
never heard the word used any
Ulterior
other time.
motives.
I don't think I have. Yeah.
Interior.
Why don't they just say
Ulterior.
different motives?
Anterior.
Additional motives. Because that's like when
No,
they
no,
talk
but
about ulterior motives.
no, but ulterior doesn't mean additional. It means ulterior means like opposite or something behind it.
yeah.
Yeah, something behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
when
right.
because it's not saying they have extra motives because they could
Well,
all be
they
all the
do,
same.
is, though.
But they do. But it's
This is
more,
their real
It has
motive.
more meaning to it
Yeah.
than that. It's saying there's something behind what they're doing.
Yeah, okay, I
there's,
agree.
there's a sinister.
That's right.
Part
Oh
of
yeah, yeah. No one's like, no one ever says, "Oh, they got ulterior motives." You go, "Oh, fantastic."
Yeah, great.
What a
Great.
waste.
Giving money to
Doesn't
charity.
happen.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. It's never good, is it?
So can you say I've got ulterior ideas?
I've never heard anyone say that.
I
have
wouldn't-
not.
I mean, I wouldn't like you.
Does the word does the word exist on its own without motive?
I reckon it
next to
does. I am resisting everything within me
Like-
right now to get my phone out and Google this because I really want to just see what the definition of ulterior is.
Okay, so if you pull it out in, like, if you look it up in the dictionary, does it just say
Behind.
a precursor to the word motives? Like, does it ever exist
Or
on its
yeah,
own?
does it say the opposite of like virtuous motives or something?
It's
or
not
pure
opposite, though.
motives. It is
I
because
wanna look this
ulterior
up badly.
motives.
I know
are
because
the- are
in
the
a
opposite
dictionary
to-
it'll usually give you multiple like
It's gonna say
definitions.
motive.
And it'll say used in a sentence this way, used in a sentence this way, used in a sentence this way.
It'll just say motives every time.
Well, it'll just be like three
Three of them.
then
It'll be the
one-
same thing every
will it just
time.
be there
It's,
once
it's the
then?
same. It's
Yeah.
one guy's got ulterior motives. This girl's got ulterior motives,
Yeah.
and this dog's got ulterior
That's right.
motives. Just to mix it up.
Can it? No. The answer is
I
no.
reckon the answer is yes. I reckon ulterior has a meaning, and I think we've associated the phrase
Yep.
so much that for us it like rolls up the tongue. But I think you could use the word ulterior couldn't just exist
For motive.
specifically to
No,
describe
it
a
couldn't.
motive.
But
It
maybe
couldn't.
now it does.
I was going to say.
It might have become extinct in all other
I
forms.
think that's what's happened.
But surely
Like-
that's not how the word existed to start off with.
Yeah, but that's how it exists now.
Because language has changed like that. Like,
Yeah.
there are certain words that have changed their meaning completely.
They evolve, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally is one of them. Cursory is the other one I found out about.
What's that one?
Cursory.
So cursory, so I might have a cursory glance at that document.
Yeah.
Oh, have you read that? Oh, I've had a cursory glance.
So it means you just had a quick look.
However, the
Okay.
original meaning was cursory meant to really systematically go through it and
So now it's actually now means the opposite to what it meant.
So it became used as a sort of a flippant remark.
yeah, like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I've
right.
had a cursory look at it, which used to mean I've had a really detailed and thorough
But
look
now
at
it means
it.
the opposite to that.
Exactly.
Is that just because people lie? So eventually it's like, hang on, you're lying. So now I'm going to assume that when you're always lying. So now.
Paul said he had a cursory look at it.
Yeah, no, he's a
He
liar.
obviously only had
Yeah.
a really light look at it.
Have you noticed his lack of truth?
So,
Okay.
so we reckon all other versions
become
of
extinct.
ulterior have become extinct.
I
now.
can't think of a time when I've heard ulterior used in a sentence outside of following the word motives.
So the answer.
Preceding the word motives.
I heard it once when I went to Bunnings and they said they were going to sell me some ulterior paint.
No, they didn't.
Sure, no, they said alternative.
No, interior.
Interior,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he was
right.
going
That's the
there.
only thing I can think of.
Behind, because I
Yeah.
want to paint behind the...
No.
Okay, so it's got to be. The answer has to be. Can anything be ulterior other than motive? No, not anymore. Used to be.
Used
not
to
anymore.
be, yeah.
It's extinct everywhere else.
I feel like
reckon we
I
can
feel
bring-
like there's an ulterior motive behind that question.
Yeah. Do you reckon we can bring it back? Ulterior? Use
Yeah.
it in
You
another
can't bring
word?
it back. It's dead.
Yeah, no, just
Nah.
hashtag it heaps.
Hashtag ulterior.
Yeah,
Here's my ulterior outfit.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you could be like unzipping your hoodie.
But
like,
also,
Yeah.
it's got like.
ulterior.
Actually, it's like those Defence Force or the
The ads, yeah,
the ads where they're
they're
peeling
cool.
back.
They're like
Oh, yeah.
like
That's-
a school teacher outfit or something,
Yeah.
and then
and then they've got
yeah.
an ulterior
Yeah,
outfit
yeah.
underneath.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
or
see what I
like they
did there?
become invisible when they open up because
Okay,
it's
so the
word
answer.
camouflage.
In that case, the answer is yes, it can be. It's for outfits as well.
Oh, here's the
as
thing about
motives.
camouflage.
Oh, camouflage.
Like, why
I've
is-
never seen someone wear it.
No. Okay, like think about warfare
Yeah.
in 2018.
Yeah.
Have we got camouflage right?
No.
I don't
That
know.
might have been the types of environments we were fighting in like 1917.
Okay, what are people literally wearing like this? Just running around in
Oh,
brick
yeah,
outfit?
yeah, that's
Doing
right.
these
Yeah.
ones up against the wall?
Well, no,
Yeah,
hang
but
on,
I'm
they do
telling
in, if you like remember like Gulf War,
Yeah.
they wear the
You want to wear like a
the dirty,
concrete color.
Well, they wear like sand color.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is like the whole camouflage thing.
Yeah, you
Like,
should have a window painted on you. Right?
I like bricks.
Like, and in the
Okay.
window, there's two people having a meal or something like that.
And just stand there and just hope no one sees you.
yeah, it's like a cat just crossing the road. It's definitely. I mean,
One
look,
guy's got
look,
like a traffic light.
One
on
thing
his
I know
shirt.
that I don't see when I look out the window is like
Yeah.
a blotch of brown, a blotch of green, and a blotch of black.
Yeah.
all blotching in together.
But they are still wearing that for urban. It's like
That's
in,
what I mean. Like that's the standard army like attire.
It's like in
right?
whatever war it was, like World War One or whatever.
Yeah.
When it's like the first big war with guns, and
Yeah.
they're all still walking like as a line, like shoulder
Single
to
file,
shoulder.
yeah.
With a massive flag going, hey, shoot us, we're over here. Like,
Oh yeah, in the American Civil War, they wore like these big red.
and they had a
Like,
drum.
big
They
outfit.
beat
But their
a drum.
guns were rubbish.
Hey.
Their guns were rubbish back then, though. Like,
Yeah,
they had to,
no,
like-
but what I mean is like, yeah, but in like World War One, they're
you're saying they're still doing the same
they're
thing.
standing shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, yeah.
So
With
like
machine guns.
you couldn't miss.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I guess you could shoot high.
Yeah, I'd probably still miss.
I don't know. I've never. I have shot. Anyway, doesn't matter.
All right, cool. We're happy with that?
Yeah,
Ulterior
so it is
both for
Both for motives and outfits.
outfits.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a poll on this, but anyway,
Yeah, pile it up.
yeah, poll it up.
Okay.
We've been having some good, interesting success on the polls.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
you're
I
saying
still-
success because of funny smell, actually.
Yeah, because
Well,
you
they-
got one of them right.
They continue to trend very well in my favour. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's move on.
Well, you know what? You're leading you're skewing the questions. You're probably wording them.
Look,
in a
hey, if I
leading
run
way.
the Instagram, I'll do what I want.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's fair.
All right, guys, there's another episode for you. There's another 3 questions that we've managed to answer, old Google style. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you've got any questions for us, don't forget to jump on the website, pop your questions there, and we will answer them when we get a chance. Or alternatively, if you're not happy with the answers we've given, or you want to see the real answers,
An
So listen.
Alternative answer.
Alternative-
Ulterior, sorry. Damn it.
yeah.
stuffed it.
Alternative
didn't I?
or ulterior answers, you can jump on our website and check out the answers there.
Hey, do you reckon I could buy a brick shirt and wear it in front of this for the next episode?
Would you? Where do you
Please
get brick
do.
shirts
I
from?
want to.
Or just do this just slowly
Slowly
peel back,
camouflage.
and then we just disappear.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe us on the podcast. Or
Do you reckon anyone listens to this bit still, or they already turned it off?
Nah, of course they're listening.
Well,
'cause
they're probably turned off now because we keep interrupting Ryan.
I guess.
but they're hoping for something to happen. You know,
You never know.
At the end of the Avengers sort of thing.
Oh. Do you want to wait for ages? and
Blooper
then-
reel.
Okay. The whole show's a blooper reel.
All right, guys. These guys are going to keep going. I'm going to sign off now. Don't forget to hit us up and like us and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and wherever else.
Hashtag TQuazHow.
TQuazHow.
Hashtag ulterior. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.